Hey, what's up? I'm glad that you are here. Let's get some things out of the way real quick. I have already reacted to the album version or whatever, the version they dropped. I already reacted to it, and I already discussed the musical elements that I thought were dope about it. But in case you didn't watch that, let's really quickly recap my overall feel about the song, which was that we have this first section which doesn't hit hard. We have this first section which almost lulls you to comfort. I think it almost sounds like you're underwater. And then the drop happens, which is section 2. But in section 2, where the drop happens, there's actually two halves of what I would call the drop section. Okay, so the drop section is where the bass hits and the rap comes in. But halfway through, it switches and we still have rapping, but we have this Middle Eastern vibe. Oh yeah, that's why we have a guitar. So we get more of this like type of feel. Right. Now I don't know what you call that. I call that Eastern. I don't know, how you want to define that, but to my Western ear, that's what's going on. So we have this first section that's kind of comforting, kind of light. Then we have the drop that hits you, and then there's rap and like a bass. And then that section kind of maintains the drop feel and adds an element of Eastern harmony to it. And then it rotates back through those sections, and at the end, we have a march. Okay, so that's not what I'm gonna talk about here, because I'm just going to enjoy this video, and if I see some like dope shit or something to like talk about, then I will, but that's what already happened in a previous video. That's how I perceive this going on. I just expect them to be awesome, because they are awesome. And that's why I'm here.
Exciting, they have over one. Not even
Can I skip Fallon? Hey. Right? This is like, oh, it's softer than I thought. And now I know this could be perceived negatively. Like, look at you, you ain't me. Now look at me, I'm me. Look at you, you're not me. Now look at me, I'm so me. But I think another way you could interpret that, right, is that like, look at you, you're dope. Look at me, I'm dope. Look at you, you so dope. Look at me, I never been not dope. Right? Like, that's how I like to oh, it's not brand new. It's very much like a Blackpink style. It's very much like this rap singing thing with like some melodic shit and then a drop. And it's like, it's not mind-blowingly different than what they've done in the past. That's fair. That's a fair criticism. But they kicked ass with the old formula. They were awesome. They were the top of the game with the old formula. So like, I don't discredit them at all for doing a variation on that formula and just kicking ass. How can I fault you for that? You killed it over here, you redid it, and now you killed it over here. No, is it completely different, like reggae vibes and like guitar solos and shit? No, it's not radically different. It's a variation on the way we already like hearing them. Plus, patience. I don't think they're gonna make an entire album where it's all this style. They could. You know, it's like, what, September when that comes out? But be patient. This is like, you need a flagship. You need like this big airplane getting all the attention, and it's got to deliver. And so they have all this attention, and they have this song that's really good. So yeah, no, it's not radically different. But it's fucking great. Yeah. Whoa, that volume is like loud. Okay, if you only want me to talk about Blackpink, if that's the only thing you want me to talk about, you need to exit the video. Just leave. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now hopefully you're gone. Because I like comparing music to other music that has a similar effect. This has a feel to me kind of like BTS's Idol. Where like there's just a vibe, and we're just working through this vibe the whole way through, and the vibe is carrying us. And I don't know how you are, I don't judge BTS based on Idol, and I don't judge Blackpink based on how you like that. They're just really good songs that are a pleasure to listen to, and for me, both of those songs like make me want to get back to work. They just like empower me and make me excited to be alive and working on my shit. So not every track needs to be very experimental. There's room for experimentation. There's tons of room for experimentation, but sometimes you just need to show up. Well, hold on. You need people to care about you and care that you show up, right? So BTS needs fans that care about them and expect them to show up. Blackpink needs fans that care about them and go, like, please, Blackpink, show up. And then when you do show up and it's been a hiatus, you've got to show up and deliver. After that, there's room for experimentation. There's room to be a little weirder than you would have normally been. But it's one of the hardest things. I guess I'm speaking more as a content creator, but this applies to everything. This applies to your family life, if you work somewhere, your coworkers, which is your first job is to get people to care that you exist. Your second job is for them to want you to show up. Now your responsibility is to actually show up and give them what they're looking for. Once you show up and give them what they're looking for, then you can go crazy. That's the recipe. It's a really simple recipe, but it's hard to follow as a creative person. Get people to care that you exist. Get them to want you to show up. Now you have to show up. Now you have to give them what they're looking for. Now you get to be weird about it. Now, of course, you can be weird up front. But if you're weird up front, then people might not care that you exist. Or if you're weird up front, people might not want to come back and expect you to be back. They're like, oh, you were weird, but now I'm not really interested in what you're doing next because you were too weird before. But you can structure your weirdness. There's a way to structure your creativity in your project workflow. Did I say anything that made sense? Don't know. I'm hoping I did, but I don't know. But if I didn't, look at you. Now look at me. Look at you. Now look at me. That's simple lyrics that are just really good. I'm getting out of here. I had a blast. I hope you did. I will see you soon. I'm never gone for that long. I think like the longest I ever go without a video is like 14 hours. So I will, if you're here, I'll see you soon. And if you're not here, that's cool. My videos will still come out for somebody, but maybe not you. 하나, 둘, 셋.